Hi everyone, I'm Ericka Champion Wise with Paparazzi Accessories. Welcome back to another training video, this time continuing our leadership series. Today we are going to talk about the guilt of leadership. Did you know there was guilt in leadership? There is, especially for people like me. Before we jump in, you know the drill. Subscribe, share, tell your friends. Do your thing, girl. So yes, there is some guilt in leadership for people like me. And if you don't feel guilty, please don't change because it's rough. It's rough over here. Don't change. It's tough because I am the sort, I see your potential and your abilities before you see your own. I see what you can do. I see what you can become when you get through your own excuses and break through your own mental barriers. I see all of that. I want, desire, crave success for everyone. And I take it personal. I take my personal team to heart. I pour heart and soul into them and work for their success like it was my own. I feel for their success just like it was mine. That leads to a lot of guilt. It really does. Because I tell someone to do something and they do it, but they don't do it with the right mindset. They don't do it with the right attitude, the right enthusiasm. They haven't learned that part of this life yet, and they fail at it. And they come to me and they're like, but I did it just like you do it, and it didn't work. And I feel guilty over that. And I know, logically, I know I shouldn't, but my heart sometimes she gets in the way. If I'm ringing true with anybody here, give me a yes ma'am, amen, yes, yes. I know I'm not the only one who does this. I know I'm not the only one who invests a lot into people. And often, for some people, too much. Some people are not going to thrive in paparazzi, in any business, doesn't matter. They're just not going to thrive because they're not willing to do the work to clear out the crap. Because you've seen my other video, you can do everything right. Everything right. With the wrong attitude, you will never succeed. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Because it is 100% true. You can do everything right with the wrong attitude and never have success. You are going to have, if you don't already, you are going to have teammates who fit that description. And your heart is going to break for them. You are going to feel guilty over them. You are. That is leadership. And that is the mark of a great leader. You care, you love, you pour into them. So I've had to learn how to work with that because I'm not willing to change me. I am not, period, willing to give up my soft, tender, kind, loving heart. I am not willing to give up my desire to see you succeed, to see her succeed, to see her succeed. I'm not willing to give up pouring into my people. I'm not willing to. So I've had to learn how to make it work and not hurt myself in the process. I have some of my strategies. This is what I do to make it easier on myself, to lessen that guilt on me so that at night I can go to bed and say, Ericka, you did it all. You did it right. You did it the best. Everything else is on her. If she chooses not to do it, not to believe, not to listen, not to work, you are not responsible. That is a powerful statement. I've done my job. Go to sleep knowing I did well. So this is what I do to ensure I do my job. The first thing I do is these trainings right here. These trainings I offer to you and to my team. I train my team just like I do the YouTubes. I offer group trainings. Once a week, every week, I have a group training for my team. Everyone is invited. Everyone gets the Facebook invite. Everyone gets the email. Everyone gets the text reminder. They know I have this training. I've done my job. I've spread the word effectively and efficiently. It's on them to show up. So I have those group trainings. I have YouTube. I have a YouTube full of trainings on paparazzi. They are told the day they sign up, subscribe, start watching. So they got all that training. Once a week, every week, I check in with my personally sponsored and those who've rolled up to me. Roll up means, if you don't know, I was not their sponsor originally. There was someone between us and them who signed her up. That someone has left. There, they just roll up to me and I treat them just like they're one of my personally sponsored. So I check in with all of my personally sponsored and roll-ups once a week. I do not, now hear me here, I do not check in with anyone second level or below if they have a sponsor who's working. Cruel? No. Because you see, I'm raising leaders. And I'm telling my leaders to do what I do, which is check in with your personally sponsored. I don't check in with that second level. I'm not getting between that sponsor and her girl. I want that sponsor to lead. So it's not my job to check in with my second level. I check in with my first and my roll-ups every single week. Some answer back, some don't. Some we get long conversations, some we giggle, some we laugh, and some whine and complain. It just runs the gamut. When you've got this many, you're going to get the whole 9 yards there. Once a week, I check in with them. I give them resources on top of resources on top of resources. I have a team group that is chock full of stuff for them to use to make them a success. I point it out. I bump it. You know, you can bump things in a Facebook group. I repost. They have access to other Facebook groups. They have the resources they need. And then I also offer leadership training. I do. Anyone on my team, director and above, I have a monthly leaders training just for them that I offer just for them. They are told about it, they are emailed about it, they get a Facebook invite, and they get a text message about it. They know when it is. It is on them to show up. I also record it so they get the replay. My dogs are going to do dog stuff. They think someone's at the door. Someone is at the door. So I offer a leaders training for anyone on any level every single month. And the last thing I do, and this some people won't like, but it is what I do. It is effective and it works for me. I pick my top 10. I do. I pick my top people. It's not always been 10. Sometimes it's been the top 1, top 3, top 7, whatever that number is. 10 is just kind of what works for me. I pick my personally sponsored and roll up top 10. And I work with them personally. We talk often. It's not always every day, but it ends up being every day. I talk with them. I encourage them. I empower them. I pour all of the love that I have to give into them versus the people who don't want it. Now, how do I pick my top people? They're working. They're showing up every day. They are at my trainings. They are using my materials. They are asking the right questions, the good questions. But more than that, they're not whining. They're not complaining. They're not woe is me-ing. They're not sending me a message every day. I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. I've gotten to the point, if you want to quit, there's a door. I'm not going to stop you. I have to stop myself from quitting some days. I don't have it in me to stop you too. I do have a criteria for my top people. I really do. Why do I do that? Because not everyone deserves all of the love, the faith, and the empowerment I can give them. And I know you think that's harsh, but that is the reality. Not everyone deserves your heart. Think about the guys or the girls you may have dated. You dated some crappy ones. We all did. Honey is life. They did not deserve the love that you gave, and they sure as heck didn't return the love that you gave. So you got rid of them, and if they're still hanging around, get rid of them. That's another video for another day. Meh. But not everyone deserves all you have to give. Pick the ones who are going to take what you have to give, what you have to offer, the training, the expertise that you have, and pour it all over them. And as your team grows, that amount of people is going to change. The people in it's going to change. You're going to have a rock star today who is not a rock star next month. You're going to have one who today is just whining and crying, and next month she gets it together and she is ready to roll. Be flexible, be kind. The number is just a number. Pick a number, it doesn't matter. But pick your ones that you're going to pour heart, soul, and love into. And then the rest of them, lead them well. My final tips are to teach independence. That is my number 1. I start out the gate. First 2 weeks, I'll hold your hand, but after that, you better have figured out where the stuff is, how to find it, and how to use it. Because I've done my job and I've told you where it is, where to find it, how to use it. You need to be using it. So teach that independence. Let them know you're available. You are available. You're absolutely available. You are there to help. You enjoy the questions. I like the questions. I want the questions. Let them know you're there. And then the last one is to grow your leaders and teach them this. Grow up leaders in your organization who will do exactly what you do in their own way. Everyone's going to do it differently. And you don't have to do it all. Teach your leaders this right here. Learn to be okay with doing as much as you're doing. Learn to be okay with the ones who are simply not going to succeed. It is the harsh reality of direct sales. It is the harsh reality of life. Do your very best. Love yourself through it. And you will be okay.